Hello, everybody in the live world. I'm about 5 to 6 minutes early. I know you guys have been watching a lot of reruns since 4 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time. They're showing a lot of past episodes. I hope everybody's good today. It turned out sunny at the end of the day here today. This is our last pre-show for Season 8. I hope everybody's having a good time. Everybody's going to be psyched up for tonight. Wait for more people to come in. And I hope everybody had a good day. What a night tonight's going to be. You know, guys, what a night. The finale. I'm more excited of what's in the works now. You know, all them tidbit clues we're getting with the promos. Again, the roller coaster. The Curse of Oak Island. We're going back to the money pit. We're going back to the swamp. Back and forth, back and forth. Can we please just eliminate one area, please, and thank you, sir. Of course, I always got to start out my show before 7 o'clock with the thank yous, because this is all will be seen on the convenience of the people when they see it, especially my YouTubers on the paid side, my soldiers, my captains, my commanders, and my Grand Master. I want to thank Michelle and Mike and Tammy and Annette and Elizabeth and the other Annette and Jazdia, Wayne, Starlene, and Renee. And of course, I always got to put that extra support out for that extra support I get from Judy, Barbara, Daniel, and Mike. I thank you so much. You don't know how much it means to me. I thank you. Thank you. And also, we want to welcome Starlene Steffens as a new monitor to help out mostly on the YouTube side. And then we'll work her into the Quest side. I want to give everybody a heads up on she's my newest and latest monitor. And that'll be it for now. We got all the bases covered. So treat her with respect like you do me. I thank you so much. Hello, Anthony, Kathy, Jessica, how are you? Michelle, Curtis, Linda, Starlene, Carlene, Playground Justice. He's back. Jessica from Ottawa, hearing you loud and clear. And Daniel Spino, the professor. I'm psyched for tonight. I'm real psyched. Hello, Cody Metcalf. What's going on tonight? Wow. All the things that we've been hearing is just unbelievable. I feel like this is not the end of the episode, but the beginning of new findings. Am I the only one that feels this way? Linda, sad, but I can't wait till next year. All the findings will help them figure out what to do next. Yeah. Hello, Danny Booth. You know what I mean? All these little things that have been building up on season 8, now towards the end, with Dr. Spooner Silver. And too bad when Steve said they drilled over 400 holes since he's been there. They couldn't test these holes and follow where the silver is or has the most amount. You know what I mean? Like a map to the silver. Hello, Jeffrey Irving in the house for tonight's finale. Thank you for coming in, my son, my buddy. He's like a son to me. I love the guy. But yeah, I had to make sure I give all those shout outs. And to my soldiers, we got Scott, we got Dana, we got Josh, we got Virginia, we got Jean, we got Cindy, we got Roxy, and we got Becky. Those are on the soldier side. So I want to make sure I get the shout outs to the people that deserve that. And don't forget, over the summer, if you guys have something that inspired you from Oak Island and you want to draw something, you want to make something, you want to cook something, oak related items, related items, show your expression, throw it to the group, and Renee will look them over and update the album that she has on my group, so we can see what inspired you over the year. But it's just unbelievable. Um, and next coming Saturday, we'll still be at 7 o'clock. We'll have Judy's synopsis of tonight's finale, obviously. And so Saturday, this next coming Saturday, be normal, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not leaving you guys. You guys are stuck with me all summer. Maybe we can get some guests to come on. Maybe we can't. No big deal. It's between me and my members. That's all I care about. Hello, Tim from Savannah, Georgia. Yup, Jeffrey, sad part, I can't watch the show live. This Dr. Spooner silver. Let's start with that after I read this statement from the History Channel that they put out, and then we'll discuss the number one. We'll talk about Dr. Spooner's silver finds. I'm doing good, Cody. Tonight, on the season finale, the Fellowship gathers to evaluate the recording-breaking number of finds made this year, which we know Steve said they found 700 items. And when I posted that Steve found 700 items, do you know how many PMs I got? I'd say 300, maybe over 300 PMs saying, John, yes. John, yes. Maybe they found 650 pieces of coal. You know what I mean? 700 pieces is a lot of pieces. I appreciate that. You gave me a good laugh, all you guys that sent in, yeah, but there's 650 pieces of coal because there was a lot of coal found, or charcoal and coal. So you guys gave me a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? So the breaking number of finds made this year with a newly discovered artifact used for measuring precious metals. A newly discovered artifact used to measure precious metals, along with the scientific evidence of silver. Will the team embark on the biggest dig of the money pit yet? Don't miss what comes next to the Oak Island treasure hunt. In the last promo, Marty is saying at the table that the big dig is in play. Can you imagine that? The big dig is in play again. So what do you guys think of the Dr. Spooner's findings of the silver? And he's saying it could be like a truckload of silver. Why so much silver? I have no idea. But Dr. Spooner knows what he's doing. So if there's a high concentration of silver, some of it's probably related to natural occurring things, but it has to be something significant. Don't you guys think so? Hello, Cindy. Thanks for coming in. So we'll start. Hi, Carlene Wicker on the YouTube side. We'll start with that at around 7 o'clock. You guys, your ideas on if they found such a high relative amount of silver in the water testing, what could that be? Even valuables could be gems and manuscripts and such. I mean, just why a high count of silver? John Edwards, the big dig. There were silver mines in the area, and some Oak Island was leased to a mining company, according to the old maps. Yeah, John, I saw that it was a mining. I saw it on a map. I forgot what map it was. Hello, Stu. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Linda, something's got to be down there. But I'm saying, too bad when they drilled them 400 holes that they could have been testing all these holes so quickly because they fill them right back up and get a pinpointed area of where the highest concentration is. And it seems like it's C1 on that map. Yep, Anthony, it would be fun. But was silver the big treasure trove of things to have back in the day? That's all I can think of is gold and gems and religious artifacts. But as far as way back when, if they did this before the 1600s, was silver the biggest item? I mean, I'm not no history buff. Well, the Professor Espino would know something like this here, but as far as me, just a regular viewer, I would say a big hoard of silver doesn't compute with me. Hello, Steve from Quebec City. How are you, pal? Yup, Danny. They found traces of mercury with the silver. Yup. And Kathy. Hi, John. Looking forward to the show. Yeah. Yeah. The beginning of a new chapter, Starlene says. And Becky Gilmore, hello. And Michelle, I got a feeling they're going to be some great information. Hello, Slickster. How you doing on the YouTube side? Thank you, people, for the YouTube side. And Solanas Poller. On the island, there's more than one money pit. Yeah, there's probably more treasures than one there. But let's just find one first. And then Slick just says, I think the silver is going to be another one of those Oak Island curveballs. Yep. I mean, we got a lot of curveballs. Hello, Don Diego. How are you, pal? And then Don says, everybody enjoyed the show. Yeah. And Daniel says, silver was a very sought after precious metal. Well, Jim, are they storing artifacts off site as well? Well, when they find them, yes. Hello, Maureen from Kansas. How are you? Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let's go at it. Who's been watching Oak Island all day today? Since here, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock this afternoon, they've been playing episodes. And Linda, the only problem is the lockdown, how long it will take to get back on the island. Linda, I'll tell you a secret. As far as the information I know, about 90% reliable, maybe. Some of them, which I don't know which ones from the fellowship, are there in quarantine. Yup, Tom Burns, big night tonight. They are there in their 14-day quarantine. I have no idea which ones that are there. I have no idea. I have no pictures. This is just from my sources. Danny Booth, there's an 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock terrorist program that they taped in the winter, I guess. And then the regular shows from 9 to 10 Eastern time here in the USA. Canada, it's not on until Sunday night, like Judy says. Yeah, Anthony. Sometimes I watch them and then I watch them again, and sometimes I just do other things because I almost know the show by heart. Good evening, David Clark. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Barbara Perry, a great supporter of mine. I thank you so much for coming in. Yes, Tom, there are some are already in their 14-day quarantine. I mean, it's the same situation as last year, so they know how to deal with these situations. Getting a picture of them there or getting actual fact that they're there, I don't have that information. The only thing I can tell you is some of the crew is there in quarantine. Hello, Peter. Yeah, very big night. Everybody's psyched tonight. Everybody's psyched. Slickster, we don't talk about that show. Ever since they had the painted bricks, I put an X on that show, Slickster. Sorry. Even though the show shows everything and supposed to show everything, I just didn't like it, so I don't even promote it. Yep, very big night tonight. With the silver, they threw the silver thing in. Scott Clark. A very possible treasure on Oak Island is the huge amount of silver that was discovered by Sir William Phillips on the Consumption wreck in 1688. Much of this went missing. I also have an 1863 newspaper article showing that silver ingots were found on Oak Island. Show it, Scott. Show it. Show your page. And Chris, the Starman Dona, is in the house. Hi, John. I can't wait to see what they have to show tonight. Yeah, tonight's going to be the big one. It's going to be a big hanger. They're going to leave us hanging. Obviously, we had a lot of questions, a lot of no answers. No Plumb Bob, no Tony Sampson's metal detector hits, no rebuilding of the Restall's little sleep quarters. I don't know what happened to the cannons. I don't know about Corrigan and Chris's X marks the spots that we're digging. When the hose on the backhoe broke. There's a lot of little things that they haven't showed us, but maybe it's not show worthy. Yep, Caroline, I wish the final was 3 hours, yeah. And there's a lot of little things they have not buttoned up, but maybe it's just not show worthy, you know what I mean? Nothing on that Canon cover that they said it was a wick, but everybody's showing it's a pail holder support. I mean, when they show us the table, everything they found, show us the other table. Well, these are not pertinent to the treasure, just to tell us as viewers. I mean, I'm not no expert on anything. I'm just a watcher like you guys. I just watch the show, and that's it. Pan block. Maybe they'll show more artifacts found. New ones? Just that new one that Rick found. And Judy, taking notes for 3 hours. You're my synopsis. You're the best, Judy. You're the best. She'll be with me Saturday night doing this 2-hour synopsis tonight from 8 o'clock till 10. And something about the theorist, all the new ideas. They always got new ideas. Even people PM me all their ideas. And I tell them, just go to the Oak Island tours, give them all that stuff. I have no ties with anybody. You just send it to Oak Island tours and let them decipher or see what's going on with that. You know what I mean? But it's a big roller coaster, It has been since the beginning. But like I said, and I said it jokingly, and I still say it, the only final answer we got for season 8 was it is not a serpent mound, it's a spoils mound. Remember that, guys? That is the only definitive answer I got for every aspect on the island. Smith's Cove's ongoing. The Bellinger survey is ongoing. The swamp is ongoing. Nolan Cross is ongoing. The Money Pit's ongoing. McGinnis Foundation's ongoing. St. Paul's Foundation's ongoing. The rest of the island's ongoing, except for Lot 5 that they don't own. I wish they would show something on the Tom Nolan side, because I'm always looking for what's in the museum from Fred Nolan stuff. You know what I mean? Tom Burns, you're the man. What have they showed us from the Fred Nolan side? All the stuff he found that he showed Rick. Is that in the museum now? I have no idea. So that's a whole new program on Fred Nolan's finds and books. They're still going through Dan Blankenship stuff and still finding things. So we might have season 20 with no problems at all here. Not me. I'm getting impatient. Um, and that was bad to say, but some things I just got to know. You know, they jump around so much, but holy cripe, let's have one thing done and put a check off on it. And that's me. I tell it the way it is, and I'm pretty sure the sentiment out there is the same. You know, it's a number one rated show. It's a great show with your family, but let's get something done. Yeah, Linda, them clippers from the ships, but what about everything else? Pieces of treasure chests. Where is all that stuff? Hello, Mike. Probably for the next season or another spun off dedicated to the Nolan mission. Yeah. Yep. Very good, Michael. Very good. And David Clark, people are in my chat. They do read our chat, see our complaints, see our cheers, see our boos. But if anything gets done, I have no idea. Hello, Jazz D is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Michelle, that's what I'm saying. The Fred Nolan property, nothing. Let's see here. The shovels are collecting dust. Right, Linda. Now, if Fred Nolan's scutters, that wood dates to the wood they're finding when they dug the swamp out, let's get some comparisons. You know what I'm talking about? Fred Nolan never lived there, Dan. It was a cottage. So who knows where he put this stuff? He did have stuff in his old museum, rocks and boulders with figures on them and lettering on them that he put in concrete. So I know if he did things like that, he's got stuff hidden all over the place. Could be, Carl. His son doesn't want to give stuff to the museum, but not to give stuff to the museum, just to solve this big puzzle. Fred Nolan's a big part of the puzzle. Yes, Michael, the big dig is back in play. It's on the promo. You'll see that tonight. Yup, he never stayed overnight. He had a house on the mainland. That Fred Nolan's property is a cottage, like a summer cottage. But he has to have stuff someplace. And Playground Justice, I'd like to hear what the extent of Xena's collection includes. Rick has all that. Rick's got the whole history. Everything that Xena had, Rick and the Fellowship has in the research center. And Daniel, he gave him his maps and a key that fold-in key. He's been very cooperative with the team. Yep. Okay, Tom, take care. But or do a season set on all the people that have searched there. Yeah, they have programs on that. How many, who went there, what they searched. It's all in the history, David. It's all in the history. Silver is processed several ways, including using mercury augmentation used in the 1800s to retrieve silver. The process requires ore to be mixed with a small amount of mercury and crushed to draw the ore from the compartment of ore into copper plates and then scrape off the mercury lined plates. Again, an older process. Oak Island could have been a mining place. When they first, Dr. Spooner and Aaron got there, they told us the blue clay was a blue clay mine. You guys remember that? All right, we'll go through some pictures here. I don't know what this machine is. Maybe it's some kind of more of a material gathering. It doesn't look like a camera. What do you think it looks like? Michael, the Laginas need to approach the Lot 5 owners like they did with Blankenship's and Nolanwell and unite everyone to the fellowship of the dig. Yeah, but you don't know. I have no idea what their relationship is with that guy. Maureen, yeah, testing the water for more silver, some kind of detector. Maybe we'll find out tonight. Yup, John. It was mining, and of course, on the Gold River that's up a ways from Oak Island. Correct. Mary, I forgot who owns Lot 5. He's on YouTube. He posted something on YouTube. Or if you put it in Google, you'll find out who it is. Pan block. You think it's a metal sort of detector, this thing? Yup, and Jasdia, the pyrite, the fool's gold that they mined off the island. Well, how does that equate to all the silver they're hitting? This is what I'm going crazy with. This is what I'm going crazy with. But I hope, they'll obviously show this tonight and what this is supposed to be. Obviously, he did his water test. This is probably another more advanced measuring tool. The mouth of Gold River is not far, only about a 12-minute drive. Oh my God, that's close. Already. That's very close. And as you know, underneath the Oak Island's like Swiss cheese. Slickster, blue clay. Doesn't silver turn things blue? Or silver tarnishes, doesn't it? It tarnishes it black. That's all about I know. I'm not no miner. Michael, Dr. Spooner said a truckload, like a Billy's dump truck full. The Gold River also heads to the direction of New Ross. He's been there many a time, this John Edwards. Thanks for that information, John. I really, really appreciate it. Any information we can give for people in the know, I always appreciate it. Thank you. So we're going to see what's going on with this sort of detector tonight from 9 to 10 the USA time. And here's how Steve is plotting, I guess, all 700 items. I couldn't get a clear screenshot. Silver can be naturally occurring as well, yes. Yeah, Michelle, I didn't think it was that close myself. 12 minutes away. Wow. But Steve is plotting everything because when they find an artifact, he puts the GPS pointer on there. We're going to get a very nice, I don't know if we'll see it, a very good and very nice 3D map of the whole island. It's an Ask a Sediment Grabber. Thank you, Walt. I had no idea what I just said. A sediment grabber. So it goes down, takes a scoop, and brings it up. They should have saved all the mud and guck that Mike Huntley brought up from C1. Oh, X-Men sediment. X-Men sediment. Thank you, Walter. Thank you so much. And Michael said, like I said before, they're going to be a bigger table. Yep. So obviously, when they showed the table, they're not showing 700 things, and all of a sudden, you're not going to see there's 500 pieces of coal on there in charcoal. But that's the best picture I can get. But the picture is just to tell you guys that Steve's going to be making a big 3D map of all the stuff that he finds, all the elevations, all of Smith's Cove, all of the swamp, all of everything. You'll see a 3D image. It'll be looking great. I don't know if we'll ever see it. I would love to see it, but I don't know. Most of the activities happen on the John Smith's plots, 1818 map. Okay. Marine. And the box would be the money pit area, correct? What box? That big box is near Smith's Cove. That's all Smith's Cove's doing the Smith's Cove artifacts over there. As you can see, the swamp, go off to the swamp, go to the right a little bit. You'll just see a little outline of a square, but that big square near Smith's Cove, that's all of Smith's Cove stuff. The U structure, the concrete wall, their wooden platform there, their skidway. Yep, Maureen. And Tim says silver in solution could be in the soil they brought up, not just the water absorbed in some of the soil. Yeah, yeah. Did Gary ever detect the serpent mound? I caught a spoils mound. Yeah, I think he did. They found only that one um, rose spike that matched the money pit. So they think that spoil pile was part of a money pit spoil because you remember that rose spike that they found at the supposedly serpent mound matched the one they found in the spoils from the money pit. Yup, Daniel, the professor. The big question is the silver a concentrated treasure or a natural vein? Boy, oh boy. And John says he thinks it's natural occurring. So we'll see. You know what I mean? They keep us guessing on this roller coaster. So they're good at it, especially at the end of the season, especially tonight. I'm going to be going wild. You'll hear me yelling. Well, you won't hear me yelling, but I'll be yelling at the TV, shaking my head, doing all my natural crazinesses when I watch the program. All right, we'll go to the next picture. This is how they're showing the table. And Daniel, my professor, I vote naturally occurring based on historical info. Yeah. Yep. And if you got to read something informative, guys, you click on Daniel Spino's picture or name. His posts in my group are fantastic, and it's a historical lesson. He's just unbelievable. If you don't read any of my mumbling, read Daniel's. He's a very good educator, a very good historian, and an excellent researcher. I'm glad I have him on my team. Daniel, I thank you so much. And John Edwards agrees with you, explains the mining operation. Yeah, I saw that map where it said mining. I don't know if it was on Fred Nolan's tour map. I saw it, and I really can't get out of B Life to go find it and come back in because I'm on like 3 different computers. So on the table, they'll be showing these items. And you see that item to the right? At least they're showing us that gold doorknob that drove me crazy. Very good, Professor. Thank you so much. But you see the old gold doorknob way to the right. Or would they say, of course, they got to tie it into a jewelry box or a high end something. Linda, isn't he great? A new insight on Bacon and Wilbert Herbert. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Yeah, Michael, so do I. I wanna see that 3D map of all the drill sites and the catalogs. But we'll never see it, Mike. We'll never see it. How they do it with technology and computers. You look in the inside, you look on top, on the outside, you see exact measurements, exact elevations. And Tim says, "By the way, gold and silver can be found in the same ore together." You're okay. Very good. And here Rick finds like a little small round cylinder. People were always PMing me that it was a socket, but it isn't. Some kind of stone. And Jen Edwards, the map will show a Swiss cheese island. Yeah. Yep. I'm surprised they don't have bigger sinkholes on the island for some reason. Yep. Playground. That kind of detail would be awesome. I mean, I used to be a surveyor the old fashioned way. And Mary Louise, the data is most interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Linda thinks it's a drill bit. I don't think so. And tonight's the season finale. We're waiting for season 9. Hello, Jake. And here's the table we'll be showing tonight. And I don't think we got a date on the smooth piece of shipwood, or we didn't get a date on the keg barrels. Am I right, guys? Back me up. We were waiting for the keg barrel dates. There was one bigger keg barrel, one smaller keg barrel. There was the wood they found when they were digging 10 feet down. So we want to know how the date is of that smooth piece of wood. And of course, we got dates of the survey spikes. Hi, Grant. What's going on? Hi, everyone. I'm from Halifax, England. Think it's been 5 years or so I've been watching Oak Island. Wonder if freezing would help. I see a tunnel had been made and they froze it to stop the water. Yeah, they got that bio-freezing material to do it. They showed an episode last year if the big dig was made either with concrete or freezing. I'll post it to the group later tonight to see what they say tonight. If they go back to the big dig, I'll look on what they were saying and doing when they were talking about it on the last episode of season 7. If they're going back to it, if they're not going back to it, what's the sense of reposting it? Marine, maybe we'll get those dates tonight. Yeah, but the keg barrels, we needed those dates. We got the cribbing dates. That was important. You know what I mean? We got the cribbing dates. 1489 to 1654. That's a 165-year difference. But of course, they got to go back to they want to take the lowest date. Unbelievable. Jez D, I thought they did give us a date on the barrels. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the barrels. I was looking today. The swamp spikes, the canyon legs, the ox shoes, the flint rocks. I couldn't find it. They said the burnt broken eye bolt was the 1600s. Yep, Daniel, big large spread. But why do they always use the lowest date? Because they want to tie it into the Templars. Because it's show worthy. So when they give us a big spread, I look all over. Hi, Grant. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming on my YouTube channel. I thank you so much. Hope you come back. So as far as dates, are you guys ready for my date sheet? This was in 2020. It's too long to type out. Yep, Daniel, I also go for the middle. Take 50% and then go from there. I don't go to the bottom, rock bottom, or the top high. The bones, I think, were 1700s. Late 1600s, early 1700s. But we'll go over some dates here. Here we go. Everybody wants to tie to the Templars, including me. But that could be a treasure in another part of the island, under Nolan's Cross, in the swamp. That could be all over. All right, here we go. We're going to go over some dates. Just D, you need a spreadsheet. I need I don't know what I need. It's driving me crazy. And just average, Michelle. Yeah, just average the dates. So here we go. These are the dates that I wrote down so far in the season 8. You guys ready? And then we'll button it up shortly. Take some phone calls. Between the patent plate, Sam Ball, lot 25, from 1700 to 1830. C9, a nail, money pit, 1700s or before. OC1, boot, heel, 1492 to 1662. That's almost 200 years. OC1, rotator spike, early 1700s. Swamp spoils, copper coin, late 1600, early 1700. Spike at Serpent Mound, same as money pit, 1700s. Lot 15, British ox shoes, pathway. Heavy knob, 1700s. Carmen said the pathway used between 1650 and 1750. Lot 32, find 3 very old axe heads. Core sample, West Hill, man-made, could be 300 years old, by Dr. Spooner. And I think Corian and Chris point him to that area, and we had heard nothing of that area, that Dr. Spooner said it'd be over 300 years old, if you remember that area, and we got nothing. Lot 13, Gary finds an iron door lock, Victorian, they don't know. Pine tar kill on lot 15. Charcoal burnt at the Serpent Mound between 1320 and 1440. The old Chinese cash coin, I don't know where this came from, 400 BC to 900 AD. Lot 13, Corian and Chris's told them 3 ox shoes in the key, 1700s. Wood at OC1 was 1706. Don't forget, we got that 170-foot deep money pit solution channel. Keg top, bottom of the swamp, dry goods, need chemical testing. This is only by Carmen. He said it's between 1400 and 1720. That's 320-year difference. You know what I mean? So this is, we don't have a correct date on the keg bottoms, the keg tops. Tony metal detected the bay. We got nothing on that. Cannonball, nothing on that. Halifax settled the British in 1749. Chris Moorns, the surveyor, did the 4-acre lots in 1762, 1765. Eye of the Swamp, something was disturbed in 1680. The swamp was made in 1220. Luxembourg Fort constructed, started at 1720, done 1750. The eye bolt, Carmen says it's 1640 or earlier. C5, wood, 87 foot down. First piece, 1736 to 1813. Second piece, 1648 to 1694. These are from Craig Tester's carbon dating. Swamp spikes, sample 112 was 1719 to 1826. Sample 113 was 1636 to 1684. Signal cannon legs could be between 1710 and 1720. Carmen said the Scottish Akshu was from 1610 to 1740, 130 years plus or minus. Craig Tester, the wood curbing under the paved area, 1489 to 1654. Gary, a military cuff button swamp, 1750 to 1850. Miriam, the swamp, the flint rock is in the 1600s. Carmen from the canyon, he says it's in the 1400s. Gary, pottery, pathway, 1760s, looks French. Carmen, burnt, broken eye bolt, 1-inch diameter, is in the 1600s. Rick finds a burnt pottery stone on the pathway, 1750s. Gary finds a metal trigger guard last week, 1650 to 1750, 100 years difference. Creamware pottery around 1763. And the lead seal, 1300s to 1800s. Elevations, the money pit is 27 feet above sea level. The cobblestone paveways are 1.5 to 2 foot below sea level. And the last highest point on the island is 54 feet above sea level. Oh my lordy, lordy 40, guys. Hello, Frankie. We're still on. I'm going to get off in a little while. People want to get prepped up for the 8 o'clock show, but it's probably just about the newest theories and taped in the wintertime, I think. But you guys get sick of me after a while. But this piece, who knows? If it's explained, it's permanent. But if it's not explained, I have no idea. So you get all them dates, and unbelievable. You don't hear a lot of the 1400s in there, do you? Oh, boy. And these are the wells that he did the testing. Most of the testing of the silver was C1 around the Women's Memorial, and down here in the bushes here, WS2. Could be, Moore said. It could be from a machinery. Like I said before in the beginning, if I had land and I had one spot that's a swamp, that would be my dump, my pit dump. Everything went in there. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah, Linda, some 1400s, not very many, except for they made the swamp in 1220. This is all 1600 to early 1700s. 1630 to 1730, I would give that 100-year area. But they'll explain it more tonight. You know what I mean? I hope they do. They're going to push this silver thing on us because that involves the money pit. I want them to dig out the swamp first. Put the cofferdam in the swamp. Let's see this wood or if whatever it is underneath there. Let's date that, see if that's comparable to Smith's Cove. And now we're jumping back to the money pit because it's more show worthy. Would you rather have them dig a dig for silver or have them dig a dig for wood? But you never know what they're going to find underneath there. And John Edwards, the ship, but they already drilled the swamp out. They already test drilled the swamp out. They drilled on top of the anomaly with a floating drill. They came up with nothing. No wood, no burnt charcoal, no nothing. Sure, they found pieces of a ship in there that were burnt, pieces of metal that were burnt in there. Who the heck knows? It's a swamp. The natural spring well that Gary was checking out once. Never heard anything about that. The natural spring well. There's a bunch of wells on the property. Of course, the eye has a spring. That's why nothing grows there. And also, you can't grow anything through blue clay. Try to put a tomato plant, get a bunch of blue clay and plant a seed in there, see what happens. But I wish you guys have a great night tonight. Let me see. We got this picture. This is where Steve's saying there's a bunch of pathways in the swamp. Yep, John, a small. I always said that the pathways were for different levels of a foundation for a loading or a unloading dock. If they made the swamp in 1220, it was always swampy, it was always marsh. If it was deeper, they needed a loading platform to whatever they were loading, to whatever they were unloading, treasure, blue clay, rum, whatever they want. Thank you, Slickster. We'll always be on Saturday night. We're going to be on this Saturday night with tonight's synopsis with Judy. Then that following Tuesday, I guess they got another drilling down. Nothing about the season, just a special something going on next Tuesday, and then that's it for the Oak Island program. So I'll be on next Tuesday at 7:00, but I'll be on this Saturday, and we'll be on throughout the summer. Maybe we'll pick a little later date, maybe 8:00 at night on some Saturdays. Just watch my chat. I'll give you guys a heads up. Well, I don't leave you guys. You guys are stuck with me. Yup, John, if it was a secret base, like we told before, when we'll go over a recap of the whole year, that maybe Oak Island in them days was our Area 51 for experimentation, for ammo, for repairs, for the British, and for the war. But Daniel, the paveways when they were made were not covered. They were exposed, or they were a foundation, and wood was on top if it was a deeper harbor. It's only covered with 20 inches of mud because there was no road in front of the swamp for the past 300 years. So that's why I'm saying the cobblestone road that they're calling a road and a pathway. I could see a pathway maybe to walk out of there, but the big pathway here, 20 by 80, and the bigger one on top was a foundation for a wharf. The wood's all rotted, but yet they didn't find any more ring bolts. They didn't find anything. Maybe they used all wooden pegs. I have no idea. Yup, John. McGinnis and Ball. Yup. Somebody wanted the path hidden. Well, they knew in 1795, McGinnis and Vaughan and Smith knew there was a road, not a road, cobblestone roadway on both sides in 1795. But there's a lot of determination on probably trying to cover it up. I have no idea. But I sort of look at it the natural side. It's covered by the muck from the storms coming in and out of the swamp area from the ocean. I don't see how they would just cover it up to cover up something they were doing illegally. But that's just me. You be safe, Michelle. Be safe. So he thinks there's a lot of different pathways in the swamp. This is what Steve, I hope, will explain in tonight's show. And here's the last picture of the night. This is where Gary's saying from the silver finds from Dr. Spooner that the big dig is back in play. Yep, Daniel, I don't know. There's so many different things going on. My opinion, 1,000 other different opinions, a lot of different stuff. You know what I mean? But this is what they're saying to us in the promo that the big dig is on. Yep, John Edwards, I think they're both the same. The wharf is Smith's Cove and the wharf in the swamp. But that's my own personal opinion. Let them find something, let them prove what they got, and I'll change my mind. I think the treasure or whatever is there is still there. I don't think it was found yet by searchers. I think the depositors have it there. And if something's buried 180 feet in the ground, I'm looking at a religious artifact or Francis Bacon's manuscripts somewhere on the island. And that somewhere, I think, is in the swamp, in the blue clay that's watertight. The cross, Nolan's cross, I think that's a measurement device to go off the cross for other people with the knowledge, with the ciphers, to find where it's buried. You're not going to hang a pulley on a tree and point all kinds of rocks to where you buried a religious artifact or huge treasure. The money pit, in my opinion, is a ruse. I think the chamber is off the money pit. So when Dr. Spooner says silver is high content there, he's got to prove to me from all the years I've been doing this, of all the information you guys have been hearing, that it'll need a lot to change my mind. Yup, Richard, and Sammy Ball is probably a spy. Yup, Daniel, the effort that went into the money pit construction makes me wonder about the triangular swamp. Yeah, and the swamp has the blue clay, Daniel, and that's waterproofing. They use the blue clay in the money pit. Then some people say the money pit's just a vent. The money pit's just a cave-in pit, or the air came in from there, and they were underneath, and they came out of the money pit. I don't know. I just want some answers, at least on one thing. You know what I mean, guys? Yup, Linda. Somehow, some way, somebody would be trying to claim that stuff if they opened their mouth up. But now everything is so socialized that once they can say something, I mean, other countries can be involved, and who knows what can happen. Yup, Erin's fantastic. She said she'll be coming back after the season ends. We'll get her on a Saturday when there's no show and there's no other action going on. Maybe we can do a call-in with her. Would you guys like a call-in session with the Erin? Just you and Erin taking calls. Yep, I like her theory. Yep. Well, guys, it's about 7:50. Like I said, I'll see you Saturday at 7 p.m. with Judy with her synopsis from tonight, from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight. We'll have the synopsis of what's going on tonight. Enjoy the show. I hope you enjoyed me and Judy for the whole season. I hope none of you leave me. But I know the summer's tough when the show's not on and I'm mumbling around. But it's your group. It's your show. You make the show with me. If we have nothing to talk about, well, we can play some trivia. and don't have to be on every Saturday during the summer. But a lot of people depend on me and Judy. We're like a TV show for them. So I will not let them people down. They watch me all year and had my back. I have their back that depend on me to give them the entertainment that I have somehow when I'm mumbling to help them get through their night or get through whatever problems they're having and they're by themselves. And I'm like their friend. I just love you guys. And I hope you stay with me. Michelle's ready to do trivia. So remember, guys, as we button this up, have a great show tonight. And remember, always go forward. You may get a setback. Everybody gets these setbacks, even myself. But you know what? I keep on going forward. It don't matter if it's drama, if it's your daily life. You kick it back and you go forward. You listen to yourself, and if it sounds right, do it. No matter what anybody says to you, just go for it. No matter how old you are, believe in your dreams. I never thought in my wildest dreams I started this group in August of 2016. I mean, when I had 700 members, I was in wow. And now the responses I get now, thousands, and the people that I've met and the friends that I have made is worth all the gold from Oak Island to me from you guys as members. You can believe that. Friendship means a lot. Friends mean a lot. There's a lot of people that are alone out there for other reasons, death of their spouse, whatever. But have faith. Be positive. Be strong in these crazy times. And be mentally tough if you can. If you can't, like I said, there's help out there. Get it. You'll be better off for it. Don't forget, this crazy COVID. Be safe. Be positive. We'll see you Saturday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And good night. Thank you all for joining me. Thanks for my crew. Renee, Judy, Michelle, Tammy, Daniel, and Starlene. I thank you so much. You guys are the best. See you soon. Enjoy the show tonight. The finale, season 8, The Curse of Oak Island. Thank you, guys.